My chapter is the first chapter, and it's about this boy called Will.
He's trying to escape from an orphanage run by nuns in Drogheda.
Sister Mary Petunia.
He wants to run away to find his parents.
And he teams up with this girl called Kelly.
He goes on a train.
They don't have tickets, so they have to come up with a story.
Then they go to the library, but it's closed.
Then they meet a sketchy character.
Yeah, this is just the first chapter.
The Fighting Words project that we're doing at the moment is about creating a story. It's called The Search. Fighting Words all around the country have gotten involved. One group has started off the story. They've done the first chapter, and then subsequent chapters have been done by different groups of Fighting Words people around the country.
Fighting Words is a writing centre for children and teenagers, and we tried to make the process of writing as inviting and as enjoyable and as essential as possible. The idea of having a story that would start in one centre and be passed on like a relay to the next one and on to the next one was quite a fun idea.
Fighting Words have a great set of artists who get involved with making pictures to go with the stories, and they interact with the children, and the children in this instance have done pictures as well, and they've done amazing creative work in both strands, both in the story and in pictures. I've just been knocked out by the imaginations that they've shown.
To start, we put 4 elements in place. We have the children decide on the main character, the main character's greatest wish, greatest fear, and best friend. And the overall theme for this story was the search.
The story, it's about identity, and it's about 2 children wanting to know who they are. And it resonates because an awful lot of the best children's stories and an awful lot of stories generally somehow or other are about that. And that's what gave it its power, I thought.
I don't want to give too much away about the story, but it starts off with an orphan who's searching for his identity. He doesn't know who his parents were. He finds a friend and he finds people to help him along the way, and some people who want to do the exact opposite. The amazing characters and the settings that have been dreamt up in this story, I was just knocked out by them.
Our story is really good. Well, I think it's really good.
It's exciting.
It's quite interesting, and that you don't really know what's going to happen next.
And I think they're gonna like the comedy in it.
They'll love it because it's gonna be really funny in the future. Like when we make more chapters.
There will be a bit of romance. There is kind of like a mysterious thing to it.
It's sad, but it's also exciting.
I don't want to give too much away, but there are sinister elements to it, and some quite scary bits, but it's kind of a nice hopeful ending. Is that giving away too much? Yeah, I was really impressed by the art that the children came up with. Given that there's so many different hands involved, there's a wide range of styles and techniques. All of them brought to it like a really intense sort of engagement with the project, and really got stuck into the characterizations. Like myself, the kids really love the more sinister characters. They're the ones that they have most fun with, and the scarier elements. It's the kind of story that I would love to have illustrated myself.
I'd like to say congratulations to the children who wrote the book. They're published authors, and they deserve to be because the story is really, really good. And they're the envy of hundreds of unpublished writers who'd love to be in their position. So I just hope they enjoy the experience, but it is a wonderful story.
What I loved about today was that the characters are going to be really funny in the future, and that they're going to be really creative, how we're going to be able to draw them and all.
The most I enjoyed was coming up with ideas and watching the illustrators draw in colour.
I liked coming up with the names. They were all funny.
The part I liked most about it was doing the illustrations. I'm really excited to see what the rest of the story is going to be about.
I did enjoy doing this today.
I would say to the children who were involved in this big picture project, you've made a book. It's brilliant to be involved with creating something like that. This is a wonderful starting point. Continue on, write more stories, illustrate more stories, do your own graphic novels. Just take this as a starting point and keep creating.